In terms of monetary policy, we already have a very low cash rate here in Australia, like other countries around the world. So monetary policy has been working hard over the course of the pandemic and in the lead up. In terms of fiscal policy, we've announced the equivalent of 13.3% of GDP in terms of financial and economic support, some $260 billion. And that support is in the number of forms. It's coming out in terms of support for the cash flow of small and medium-sized businesses. It's in the form of wage subsidies and direct income support, cash payments to households, and particularly pensioners and others who are on other forms of income support. So we're putting in place a comprehensive range of measures and certainly used our balance sheet to effect. What we've been looking at is sector specific support. So for example, when it comes to the construction sector, we've announced cash payments to households who undertake a new build or a substantial rebuild of their property. We have announced some infrastructure projects that will be brought forward, working together with local and state governments to boost aggregate demand and of course, employment. We've also announced specific measures for the tourism sector, recognising the strain that they are under, and we're in discussions with the arts sector, recognising that as long as those social distancing laws are in place, it's very hard for them to fill a venue, so to speak. So we recognise that some sectors need additional support, and that's what we've been doing in terms of the JobKeeper program. In terms of Australia's tourism market, 70% of the activity is actually domestic tourism. We are starting to see the border restrictions being closed between states within Australia, and that will be good news for activity in the tourism space. But you're right, for those that rely on international tourists, and Australia has been a destination for many of those in recent years, that sector's being hit hard. No doubt there'll be some adjustments in terms of how they operate, but as long as those international borders are closed, I think that sector is going to really feel the effects.